After 3 years abroad on a top-secret mission, I finally returned to my homeland. With permission granted, I came home, filled with excitement, thinking I'd finally see my wife and mother again. But the moment I arrived, that joy was crushed. At the entrance of my house, my mother was crouched inside a small doghouse-like shelter. In front of her sat a metal basin. She was lying on the ground like a dog, eating rotten food from it. A man stood nearby, watching her with a mocking smile. If you want someone to blame, blame your useless son. He died young and left you here to suffer alone. He raised his hand mid-sentence and slapped my mother across the face. My mother flinched but didn't say a word. She lowered her head and quickly swallowed the stinking, spoiled food. Furious, I stepped forward and kicked the man aside. Then I pulled my mother up, tears streaming down my face. I had risked my life for the country, thinking I was protecting the people I loved. But this was how my mother had been treated in my absence? Locked in a kennel, eating moldy scraps like she was some stray animal? Her eyes, once so warm, were now clouded and dull. She looked up at me but couldn't recognize me. "Boy, leave quickly," she said, trembling. "You hit Emily Prescott's secretary, she won't let you go." "Emily Prescott's secretary? He did this to you?" My voice shook with rage. "Just go," she said again, desperate. "They'll hurt you too." "I know you mean well," she added, her voice breaking, "but it's useless. Ever since my son disappeared, she's been tormenting me. If I hadn't been waiting for him to come home, I would have ended it all long ago." Her words broke something inside me. I had trusted others to take care of her. I had believed my mother would live peacefully while I was away, but I was wrong. Behind me, the man I had kicked was getting back up. He wiped the blood from his mouth and glared at me. "You're dead," he spat. "You think you can touch me? Do you know who my boss is? She's the law around here. You mess with me, you dead." I looked at him, my anger cold now, steady. Without a word, I took out my phone and called Emily. "Hello? Who is this?" She answered, her voice flat and emotionless. "So, you're the queen of the capital now?" I said coolly. There was a pause on the line. Then she replied, "I don't know who you are, but if you're calling to threaten me, I'll find you. And when I do, no one will be able to save you." Her words cut deep. She didn't even recognize my voice. She hadn't saved my number. In just 3 years, she had completely erased me from her life. I clenched the phone tighter, every last trace of patience gone. "I'm at your house right now," I said flatly. "You have 30 minutes. Get back here immediately." There was silence. Then panic bled into her voice. "You're at my house? What did you do to my secretary? You'd better not touch him. Stay right there. If anything happens to Tyler Morgan, I won't let you off the hook." On the other end of the phone, Emily's voice rang out with suppressed anger, and I laughed out coldly as I listened to Emily's words. She had long since forgotten the mountainous oath she once made with me. I still remember that at that time, when I left, she had once said to me that she would take good care of my mother, and even promised that she would treat my mother as if she was her own mother. However, it never occurred to me that after only a few years since I left, she had already changed her heart. She even sat back and watched her own assistant bully my mom. At this moment, all the love I had for Emily had long since disappeared. I hung up the phone and looked at Tyler in front of me. At this moment, I couldn't wait to get him killed. At the same time, I also gave my leader a call. I questioned him. "All these years said to take care of my mom? Is that how to take care of it?" On the other end of the phone, the leader listened to me and was also completely frozen. "Jason, because you participated in a secret mission, we couldn't come out, but at that time, I had already asked people to take care of your family. I also didn't expect that they would do something like this." On the other end of the phone, the leader was equally furious. "Jason, don't worry, bullying and insulting a military family member, no matter who the other party is, I definitely won't be able to let it go. I'll send someone over right now." He hung up the phone angrily, and just as I put down the phone, I saw Tyler climbing up. He looked at me, his face full of gloom, staring at me viciously. "You're finished. You have no idea what my boss represents in the capital. Let me tell you, Miss Prescott, in the capital, that's the sky. No matter who it is, whoever messes with Miss Prescott won't have a good ending. You wait for Miss Prescott to come back. At that time, I'll